I want to talk about shingles. There's a lot of push for people in my age group to take an injection, to try to prevent shingles, but that's actually not your best prevention. Your best prevention is to take care of your nervous system. What is shingles anyway? Shingles is the same virus that causes chickenpox. So if you had chickenpox as a kid, you can develop shingles later as an adult. If you had a chickenpox shot as a kid, you can develop shingles as an adult. But how does that kick in? It kicks in because of other stressors to your nervous system. All viruses live in nerve tissue, and shingles, of course, can commonly come around the trunk, where you have a lot of nerve flow. But I've seen shingles in other areas of the body as well. And what you have to do is just some very basic things to keep your nerves as healthy as possible. Not only will this help you prevent shingles, but it'll help you prevent any other kind of virus that you may get exposed to. So number one, optimize your vitamin D level. On a medical test, vitamin D has a range from 30 to 100 as normal, but optimal is 60 to 80. It's a smaller range. So actually test your vitamin D. Don't just say, oh, I take vitamin D every day, so I know I'm fine. I don't know. I've seen people that take vitamin D and are not fine. So you want to test and be sure. Second is to optimize your vitamin B12 level. Why is D and B12, why are these so important to your nerves? Because they build the insulation on your nerves. It's called myelin. So B12 on a blood test, you should be at the very top end of normal. So you should be somewhere above 800. Now, if you take a B12 supplement, you may test your blood and find that you have way high levels. So that means you're likely not utilizing this supplement very well. It could be the wrong form of B12. A lot of dietary supplements, when you read the label, it'll say cyanocobalamin, to list B12 and then say cyanocobalamin. Well, that is very difficult for your body to use. A lot of people cannot process that. So be sure you get one that starts with methylcobalamin, and that one is much easier to use. Now, you get B12 in food products too. So red meat is your most abundant source of B12. Well, actually, liver is your most abundant source of B12. Remember how your mom used to make you eat liver, or at least you did when you were my age. I don't think they do that anymore. Too many traumatic experiences. They don't push that on their kids. But these red meat proteins and organ meats are very rich sources of B12. And you can take liver tablets, as a nutritional supplement. So we talked about vitamin D, we talked about vitamin B12. Now those are in with the good. Now we need to out with the bad, other things that bother your nerves. So artificial sweeteners, very toxic to your nerves. MSG in any of its forms, very toxic to your nerves. So MSG is an interesting one because it goes by a lot of other names. But I'm going to tell you, it's in every fast food restaurant food, every single one has MSG added. It's in your common brands of snack foods, Doritos, things like that. They all have MSG added. And then your artificial sweeteners, of course, are in anything labeled diet or sugar-free. And so we want all those things out of your diet because those are nerve irritants. And then I talk about this a lot because it's important in so many different aspects of your health, but create a sleeping environment that actually lets your nerves relax when it's time to sleep. And how do you do that? You get the electronics out of your bedroom. Replace a plug-in clock with a battery-operated clock. Keep your phones, cell phones recharging, iPads, all that. Keep that out of your bedroom. Television out of the bedroom. That gives you your safest sleeping environment. And then just be sure that ambient light is not there. That doesn't particularly hurt your nerves, but it does prevent you from producing melatonin and sleep as deeply. And the deep sleep is what helps to rejuvenate your nerves. So pay attention to these basic, tips, and that will help you to avoid shingles.